If you're a digital optics owner, you may well have found yourself entangled in a web of options from which your only escape is to turn it off and on again. Of course, the thermal and night vision technology is revolutionising hunting. For some, it's bemusing, confusing, and possibly unnecessary.
They'll be coming out soon.
Well, if that is you, the new dual-use Swarovski thermal imager could be of interest, and Tim is having an exclusive first look.
It's the tM35 Plus, and it's a monocular, but also it's an add-on or clip-on. So nothing new, but it's just nice. It just feels right, but it's all very, very Swarovski anyway.
He's taking us on an evening stalk on new ground in Sussex, full of fallow and with a smattering of muntjac. He will only be using the new tM35 Plus as a spotter this evening. Attaching it to a scope is simple.
Very small little things, about just under half a kilogram, very small, very, very compact, and very, very ergonomic, very easy to use. And there's some deer over there, some deer behind David actually. So, and some squirrels, and so very, very straightforward thermal monocular. But also what it does do, it actually fits to the front end of a scope. So this is a Swarovski, my 3.5 to 28 by 50, and we'll attach that. So it's actually an add-on as well. So it does both camps. It does spotting, but also it's a good clip-on as well. So it sits in there, then over-centering tightening device, and there you have it. So that is the tM35 Plus, and that's now a clip-on or add-on thermal. It's quite neat. Yeah, it looks really, really smart, especially on the blars as well. So we've got some of the top gear here to demonstrate this. But anyway, so that's it. That is the tM35 Plus monocular and also a clip-on. This woodland's actually quite unusual because it's part of an old park, 5,000 acre estate going back yonks, being sold off divided. But the actual woodland itself, you know, it's got sequoias, it's got redwoods in here. So it's actually a really nice place to stalk. Took a nice spiker 2 days ago up there, and I had 100 in that field. I put it on my Facebook page, and some really big bucks, but we're not taking the big bucks, it's just spikers. Well, it all depends how big they are. If they're big, I'm not going to shoot them because I know David's a bit of a wimp. He doesn't like dragging these animals out.
Our walk through the woods doesn't deliver fallow, just a grey squirrel doing what it does best. So, parking up on a log, it's a chance for Tim to explain what the tM35 Plus does best.
Interesting observation about this. I'm a great believer in KISS principle, keep it simple, stupid. And this seems to be a very, very stripped back bit of kit from Swarovski. They're known for their ultimate optics, and everything they do is absolutely superbly done. And what they've done here is simplified it, because at the end of the day, this is basically used for finding things. It's a finding apparatus. So at the end of the day, you've got your brightness up and down, you've got white hot or black hot, and then you can change the magnification to go on the clip-on. And that is it. Now I think that will appeal to quite a few hunters, because there's an awful lot of things to play around with all these other thermals and night visions and everything else. But I think Swarovski's saying, I'll tell you what does a hunter really, really want? And that's my point. We want to find an animal, we want to be able to use it as a handheld and a clip-on. So what do you really need? And I think that's the thing I just wonder, in Europe, especially when they're hunting pig and everything in woodland like this, nothing's beyond 60, 70 metres perhaps. So I just wonder if they'd say, right, let's keep it simple, stupid. We need something to use our scopes at night time. All we do is clip it on and get on with it. But it's actually simple, and I like that.
Eventually, the deer come out to play. There's a nice black buck, but we can't get round on him. With the light fading fast, more emerge, and it's clear the rut is starting, with a big buck surrounded by does. Tim decides not to pull the trigger.
The rut's about to start, and the buck's just rounding their females up, aren't they? I don't really want to shoot that one. He's not a bad looking buck actually, but there's a few bigger ones here, but I'm actually fairly happy to leave him as well. So I expect he's a bit whiffy as well, so. But, he's a beautiful looking animal. It's so tempting to take that buck actually, but I think he's probably starting to rut anyway, and David's not strong enough to drag it back anyway, so anyway, leave him for another day.
If you would like to learn more about the new Swarovski spotter and thermal add-on, then head to swarovskioptic.com.